Hello, I'm the DM, and you're listening to Campaign 2 of Fools and Flagons, the Tales of Archeron. We live stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/foolsandflagons. That's fools, the letter N, flagons, every Friday at 7 p.m. Central for Tales of Archeron and 6 p.m. Central for Storm King's Chaos. If you'd like to join our community and talk not just about D&D, but other games as well, consider joining our Discord. The links can be found below in the description. Do you like us? Like, really, really like us? Consider donating to our coffee page at ko-fi.com/foolsandflagons. The links can also be found in the description. Donations and memberships are never required and always appreciated. We have no gated content for members only, and all proceeds go straight back into making Fools and Flagons an even better experience, and it helps to keep the podcast alive and well. Are you ready for some D&D? All right then. Grab your drinks and raise your glasses. It's time for the Fools and Flagons podcast.
Grab your drink and raise your glass. Make a mess and kick some ass. Dungeon Master has no chance. It's time for Fools and Flagons. Raid the dungeons and slay the dragon. Sharpen your sword and prep your wagons. There'll be death and tons of magic. It's time for Fools and Flagons. Time for Fools and Flagons. It's time for Fools and Flagons.
Because no matter how many times I try them, I can't stand them. It's the texture that drives me nuts.
Musketeers is the best.
Butterfinger.
Three Musketeers.
Twix for me.
Up in your teeth.
Yeah, that's
Payday's
supposed to say
pretty
Twix
good,
is. Twix is a super close second.
For me, my top two are Three Musketeer and Kit Kats.
Mine's probably Butterfinger and Snickers.
Yay, Kirsten's got
Weirdly,
good taste.
I hate to perpetuate the stereotype, but I actually enjoy Snickers when I'm properly hungry.
Wow.
Hello.
It's a
Hi
blue-
everyone, we started this stream off talking about candy. Ooh, I want some hot
Chocolate.
tamales. So, hello and welcome to Fools and Flagons. This is a tabletop campaign made up entirely by me. And, the help of these guys too. They kind of flesh the story out in some aspect.
Or ruin it entirely.
Demolish it.
Porque no los dos. So tonight we are continuing on with the Tales of Archeron. So we do want to thank you for your follow, subscriptions, and bits if you are watching us live on Twitch. We apologize that we cannot verbally recognize them on the stream for the sake of not interrupting the story, but your support is always very much appreciated. And someone here will be paying attention to the chat, not me, so they will thank you in their own way. I've got too much to do. Sorry. So, checking audio again, making sure I didn't fuck up.
No.
We want to give a big thank you to Martyr, Gelatinous Cube, Cargo, and Spazoid for being tavern members over on our coffee page. Your support of us is very much appreciated, and we really can't thank you enough. And if you'd like a spot at the bar with these lovely people, consider our coffee page. It is in the chat. It's down below in the description.
Coffee.
All proceeds from anything that we get goes back into Fools and Flagons. I don't touch a dime of it, except for D&D things like this. Any questions, comments, concerns?
We leveled up.
No.
Yeah.
You're still on country
That
arrest.
at the end of the session.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't start sessions leveling up. That's not how this works. You have
Well,
to
it's
earn
confirmed
it.
at the end of it.
So this is just kind of a blanket statement for the listeners and viewers and all. Football is starting up again, and so far that I can see, there's only one, maybe two games that would cause a problem. I think it's only the one game that'll cause a problem for us. Usually just gonna, reschedule on a Saturday, but it's not until April, so loads can happen between now and then, and we'll keep you up to speed on that. If you want to know more about it, you should join the Discord, because that's where we talk about this stuff all the time. And we do more than just play D&D in the Discord. We play Space Marines, Space Dwarfs, Space Bugs. I'm just now realizing we play a lot of space games.
Space ninjas.
Space Democracy
Ninjas.
Simulator 5000.
Yeah. And technically speaking, we're also playing Space D&D because Githyanki and Illithid and stuff like that. So
Star Wars.
Star Wars. Yeah, we like space. Anyway, if there's nothing else, then we'll get started. So grab your drinks and raise your glasses. It's time for Fools and Flagons. Pez
Drink
has
your
been
microplastics responsibly.
Pez has been pre-gaming.
I had two full things of mead.
Jesus.
Oh, it was full?
Yeah, he's a
Yeah, the
heavy
first
hander.
first one I accidentally chugged it because I was thirsty and it tasted like apple juice. It was spicy apple juice though.
Oh, cinnamon apple juice.
Proud of you, Kobold.
Oh dear.
The DM's gonna have to drink his ale at some point.
Yeah, I meant to do that on New Year's and then I kind of forgot because my fridge is there and it wasn't. It was in there. I'm not gonna drink it now. So, anyway. Previously, on the Tales of Archeron, a new addition was added to the Tempests roster, the Orc Warlock, Lakin. They encountered the Orc along the western road leading away from Chunsu to the far-off mountains that divide the continent in two. Lakin pledged his skills to their cause for as long as it took, if they would promise to assist the Orc in his own daunting task. Just the destruction of a few Orc clans, nothing major.
Hell yeah.
And luckily for Lakin, the Tempests had their own reasons to visit the Orc Tribes in the near future. But for now, their goal lay deep within the Sequoia forests in the Yutsushige region. A special moss supposedly grows there beneath a weeping sequoia that has medicinal properties. We rejoin the Tempests now as a large boulder falls behind Zahn, missing him by mere inches, and a dissatisfied grunt comes from up above them. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Yay!
Okie
Oh yeah.
We have to fight boulders.
Let's see here, dude.
Just a boulder?
Plus 5.
It's a
rock!
Already getting
Shit.
PTSD from the elementals.
Be pioneers.
Don't worry about it. You'll be fine.
Just fight a bunch of pilgrims.
Where's
What's wrong, Pez?
You'll see.
Oh. I see.
What's this one sound like?
Does my die have a chip in it?
For a second, Ian, with the music that was going on, I thought you were about to tell me about the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise.
We don't talk about him.
We don't talk about playing girls.
No. Why is this not playing?
Guess it's. Oh, we'll probably have to play.
Play, damn it. Okay, fine. Don't play. We'll do.
There's a little on the end of it. Oh, I gotta be careful with that.
Whoa, hello. Turn that down.
Yep. Sorry. That one was on me.
We got volume. It's okay.
I just meant more for
Sliders.
the stream's sake. Okay, I probably need to roll initiative now too. That would be loverly.
Math is hard. Not amazing. Not terrible.
All right, let's get everybody added to the initiative order.
Yeah.
All right. So 25 to 20.
29.
28.
Oh my god.
What?
Burned my natural 20 on it.
I got a plus 13. What do you want from me?
Okay. 20 to 15?
16.
Okay, 15 to 10.
14.
Oh,
Oh.
You said 12.
Special boy.
Yay!
have a plus one.
I get to roll dice.
Man, my bones are old. Leave me alone.
Oh man.
Are they
Lincoln's
your
like, I'll be
bones?
there first, but I'll be the last one alive. I zoomed out way too much.
Worry, I won't allow any of you to die. Deadly.
Debatable.
For long. Okay, getting everybody updated in the system. Okay. As epic as the music is, it's a little loud for me, so I'm going to turn that down some more. There we go.
Okay.
Okay, so... Oops, sorry, it might help if I got the stream map in the proper position. So, Zon, you were actually right about Mia, and the rest of you were following shortly behind. The boulder landed right behind you, right about there, having come from the top of the ledge to your left, since your back is that way.
There's something behind me, isn't there?
Well, there was... Boom! There's something behind me, isn't there?
Ah, yes. There's moss.
Standing right behind me.
Rapidly approaching Moss.
So, Pez, you were up first. Zon, you were on deck.
All right. Do I see anything with my little peepers of what fell, or I mean, obviously what fell, but what threw the felled object?
From your current position, you do not see anything. That ledge is about 35 to 40 feet straight up, and there's trees between you and wherever this rock came from.
Would I be able to lizard my way up said rock?
What's your movement speed?
30.
30? You would not be able to make it up in one turn.
Okay. I'll get near the rock and use it as cover if possible.
Oh, I'm sorry. The rock itself or the rock ledge?
No, the rock itself.
The rock itself, when it came down, it kind of splintered and like fell apart. There's nothing much to stand on.
I am small. I will use it as cover.
Okay. We will say, for the sake of the argument, that the rock is... Mira. Oop, that's way too big.
I was like, I am small. What the hell?
Think small, think small, think small.
There we go.
Okay, actually,
And,
no, sorry. This is meant to be a... There we go, 2x2. That's what I'm looking for.
That'll work. I will hold my action to glack whatever attacks.
Okay. Alrighty, then that would bring us to Zon. Kasumi, you are on deck. And to kind of set the scene a bit better, you have a very, very high ledge to your right, and to your left is a thick line of trees. The path you're kind of running along right now looks somewhat like a dried up creek bed. And that seems to be one of the only few paths that's not going to hinder your progress.
How tall are the trees?
These are sequoias, so vary.
And I'm guessing they start like right.
It stops where they start where your vision kind of ends.
So like right there.
Yes.
Are they climbable?
You can certainly try.
And do they go above? I'm guessing they go above the rock face.
Well above it.
Okay. So. God dang it. Sorry, I'm rusty. I can't tell what that is. Is that 10?
That's 10.
I will 10 feet over to wall, and then as far up as I can climb.
Okay, make an acrobatics check for me.
Sure. 15.
15. You make some decent progress. You can, with that roll, you can complete, or how much movement speed do you have? 30, 40?
50.
50. So you can go another 40 feet up the tree with that roll.
Okay, so I will go up 40 feet, and then I will bonus action rabbit hop across.
Oh. How far is your rabbit hop?
20 feet.
Okay, so I'm gonna need you to make another. I'm gonna need you to make a dexterity saving throw, and this is going to be your action as you jump from the tree and try to grab onto the. Like you were just barely reaching the ledge, and you were grabbing onto it.
That's fine. You said dexterity
Saving throw.
+3 would be a 13.
13. You grab on, but your feet are kind of scrambling a little bit. Like you're kind of like thumped on the edge, and you like grab some roots, and you're kind of hanging on. And as you're sitting there on the ledge, and you look up, you see a looming figure, pale greenish blue skin, darker blue mane of hair, ratty leather trousers, holding on to what looks like the size of a small tree as a club. This troll is looking down at you as you're just scrambling onto the ledge, and it's just kind of, the snack came to me.
You wouldn't mind helping a rabbit out, would you?
It begins to lift the tree branch up.
Turns
All right.
over, that's all I can do.
Let's see, which one is this? That one. Okay.
I'm gonna be in trouble.
As you're on the ledge, and he goes, "The snack came to me," and he lets out another kind of grunt. Lakin, your understanding of languages, is that passive, or do you have to cast something for that?
To cast tongues with
Okay.
that.
Okay, so then you don't hear what they say, but as he's raising the branch up, you hear another guttural kind of growling that you're not entirely sure what it... Mariko, you're very, very good at this.
I don't get it.
She found the xenomorph. Oh.
Wrong button, sorry.
Whoops.
So Zahn, you see him start to lift the branch, and the rest of you hearing Zahn go, "You wouldn't mind helping me up, would you?" A series of grunting snarls that has some sort of cadence and rhythm to it. Some kind of speech that you're not familiar with. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Another troll comes lumbering out from the tree line towards all of you. He seems a little bit confused and is kind of looking up at the one on the hill, and then kind of looks down, and then finally notices everyone that's there. So, Kasumi, it is your turn. Mariko, you are on deck. Zahn, your camera's not on.
Is there any brush at the bottom side of these trees? Like any small bushes or?
Yes, the foliage at the base of this ridge is much, much smaller than the trees that are on top of it and to your left. There's plenty of tree trunks that you can hide behind. There's shrubbery that you can get into, for sure.
Okay. Because she would probably try to go and hide in this tree, at the base.
Okay.
If possible.
Make a stealth check for me.
Okay.
Did you turn the lights red for ambiance?
For combat, let's go.
For stealth,
Mm-hmm.
24.
24.
Pretty stealthy.
And she has bonus action hiding, by the way. Yeah,
I was assuming, but that's a good point. Thank you for being honest with me. Okay. All right. What else would you like to do with your turn?
And then I'm going to take a shot at the one over here.
The Scoober?
Yeah.
Okay. Make it with advantage, as you did run behind the tree and hid, and he'd only just come around the corner and was trying to get his bearings.
Right. Nat 20.
Oh, you fucking... Okay.
Okay.
Are you gonna...
No.
No?
We're not going to expend that right now.
Okay.
I don't want it to be in the way.
Okay. Yeah, okay. There, more dice rolls for me.
So, okay. So with damage, the original damage was 1d6 plus 6 for piercing, so that would be 12 automatically.
Yes.
Let me do the math real quick. 12, and then does the 1d6 piercing also get maxed?
Any rolled dice on a natural 20 is maxed out plus roll.
Okay. And then the 36 from the sneak.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got to roll the actual dice.
Yep. So we're already at... So you said 36 from sneak attack.
36, 6, and
The
12
12
is the starting.
Jesus fuck. I
A
love
rogue.
I love D&D. I love it.
I didn't get enough
No.
trolls.
3 from poison. I'm adding it together. Don't worry,
Yep.
I'll get you a total.
Math is
Oh,
fun.
that's a lot of 5s and 6s.
So for the record, baseline, she's starting out at 54.
Okay. That is 92 points of damage.
92 points of damage.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Yeah, 9 of those were poison, if you need to know that.
No. That doesn't matter. I appreciate the heads up, but no. So, yeah, I guess for those that were in line of sight, Mariko, you, as soon as you see Zon go up the tree, Kasumi just cuts left, and it's like you see her white form dip behind the trunk of a tree. Pez goes and shoulders up against a boulder, and then you just see a streak of green come shooting out through the trunk. And as this thing kind of comes around the corner, it's like thumping its hand with the clubs, like ha ha, straight in the back of the throat, and it kind of stands there and just falls face first. He's fucking dead.
Oh. Sumi's got a very satisfied grin on her face right now, but no one can see it.
Here from the
And that's my
bushes.
turn.
I'm
That's it.
smiling, even though you can't see me.
It's your turn, okay. Well, it's the troll at the top of the mountain's turn to play Wackus Bonkus.
No,
What do you think,
please.
Wackus Wackus?
This isn't help at all.
Okay, so it is going to make 2 attacks. Let's see, that's only going to be a 13, so that doesn't hit. But that's going to be a 24.
And it hits.
Okay, so makes the one swing and it misses. The branch it's holding just kind of splinters onto the rock as you kind of like drop one hand and come back up and catch yourself. The other one, it goes with the claw attack.
Wait a minute. Silvery bombs. I don't want to fall.
Natural 20.
Oh.
You have to take the lower of the two.
That's not how Silver Barbs works.
No, I'm just being a dick. Wait,
I
is
was
it?
gonna say.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right.
Oh my, how the turntables.
No, it says the triggering creature must reroll the d20 and use the lower roll. Boom.
For Silvery Barbs?
Just read it right here.
Yeah, it does say lower roll.
Thank God.
Yeah.
The DM was like, I'm
What
gonna
am I-
really
what am I
bonk you.
thinking of? I thought there was one that made it so that you just reused or used the other roll.
I don't have that spell. I do not know.
Isn't that like a cleric ability or something?
Oh well, either way, I still hit him.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's gonna hurt.
Focus.
Yeah, he's playing whack-a-bun.
all right. So that's gonna be
Excuse me.
15 points of slashing damage. And that's 8 points of cold damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, as the chill begins to seep into your bunny hide.
It would be a 19.
Okay, that succeeds. So you're able to shrug off the cold, but it does have its claws into you, and it is going to make a. It's going to lean its head down and bite at you. So that's going to be 22.
Just hits.
Just hits. Okay.
With
Also,
my
who gets
held
advantage
action
from?
of it attacking? Do I get to attack it?
Can you see it?
He's biting me.
Actually, hold on. I do need to move him forward.
But if he's biting me, I hope so.
Okay, so then, yes, Pez, we'll get to you in just 1 second with that. Let me finish
Killing
rolling
me.
stuff here. So that's going to be another 8 points of piercing damage as it bites into your shoulder. And 11 points of cold damage as its breath just starts to, like, Pez, down below, as you hear Zon crying out in pain, and it latches onto his shoulder, you can see the fluff and fur of his armor and his cloak beginning to get little, like, webs of ice creeping over top of it. So Pez, please go ahead and shoot the shit out of me.
So, if my notes are correct, I was showing off my multi-tool and converted it to the pistol form, and I haven't changed it since.
Correct.
So, with it being in the pistol form, is it within 30 to 90 feet?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. So with the pistol, I can do 3 shots per action.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Would I be able to change its elemental type to Fuego?
With a bonus action.
Could I? With a held action, am I still able to do that or no?
No. Because you held your action, not your bonus.
Then I believe it's usually been set to thunder damage.
Thought you had lightning.
Sure.
Lightning sounds correct.
Pretty sure it was lightning.
All right.
Still good
then,
damage.
Damage is damage.
So I need to roll this 3 times to see if it hits, correct?
Correct.
18 for the first shot.
Hits.
Cool. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Oh.
The second shot. Then that was a natural 1 for the third shot, so 11 for the second shot. Or
Weirdly,
third
that
shot.
doesn't hit.
Cool. So it is 1d10 for damage. So it's already 10 damage so far.
Yep, starting with 10.
That would be a 10. 1d10. Yeah, so
You're
there's
at 20
20.
so far.
Then 7, so 27 lightning damage.
Nice, good hit. So Zon, there's a sharp crack beside you as it just gets hit square in the forehead with 2 shots of lightning from down below. As Pez just... So that's its turn. That's Pez's held action. So we're up to Moriko with Lakin on deck.
Right over here.
Can
I can't see it, can I?
you?
All I see is gray. Oh,
So then no, you cannot see it.
heck. I'm going to use. There it is. Bonus action Misty Step. Well, face step.
Oh.
Bamf over to this. Still can't see it.
Let's say you bamfed there instead.
Okay. And I would like to shoot with my short bow.
With your short bow?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Please, God, don't miss.
Natural one.
This is
natural
on
one.
Siren.
Natural one.
I'm just waiting. The butt's gonna get hit some in one way or another. I just feel
This
it.
is not Siren. She's
Just-
proficient with short
He's gonna
bows.
get- Ooh! Well, remember, you do have the combat inspiration finding the xenomorph, so you can add a 1d8 to your roll if you don't think it's going to hit.
It's not a 1, thank God.
23.
23 hits.
Okay. 1d6. Could I add the inspiration to the damage roll or no?
No, it's for tests.
Okay.
So saving
I've-
throws, attacks, checks.
Never hurts to ask.
I appreciate the
Yeah.
ask.
Oh.
Yeah. Was that an
That's
important
gonna be 8
one?
points of piercing.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay. So Zahn, as you're clinging on and being held there by claws and teeth, you're just bang bang. Phew! He's like, ah!
I'm still here.
You haven't been hit, have you?
Wiggles
right.
his butt.
There's a crumbling sound as another troll coming from the tree line further along slides down the shorter part of the hill. Let's see. It does not make its dex save. So as it hits the bottom, it trips over its own feet and lands prone on the ground.
I can help with that.
Please God, no. Okay. Wait, why is it bigger? There we go. So it slips down, falls, lands prone, and that was all of its movement. Yep, that's a shame. Anyway, shame. Cool. Lakin, your turn. Pez, you're on deck.
I see the foul creature next to Zon.
From your current vantage point, no. You would need to get a little bit, because you're basically looking straight up a cliff face. You need to step away so you have a better angle to see, closer to where Mariko would be standing.
We'll move in that direction.
All right. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20... 25. No, 20. So 20 feet of movement. You can see the dude. My pen.
Children are being bad.
Or Boobart.
Well, we'll make dolorous bells sound around the creature near Zon. Need you to make a wisdom saving throw, Dungeon Master.
Oh, he's not that wise.
Good to know.
He's a natural one.
Double your damage.
Creature has taken damage, correct?
My twirls. Oh yeah, he's taking damage.
These are D12s instead of D8s.
Yep.
Look at that orange.
$52 points of necrotic damage.
Woof. You said 52?
5.
Okay. So again, Zon, as you're clinging onto this cliff ledge, 2 shots, an arrow, you start screaming at them to stop hitting, shooting around you, and you hear this dull thum right beside you, and you look at the mouth that's on you, and you can kind of like see the side of its eyes. Blood starts to trickle out of it. More is leaking out of its ear, and its grip on you just goes slack. It's hanging on to you by sheer weight alone. It's dead.
Okay.
All right.
That was my action.
Yep.
My bonus action, I will cast Far Step on myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'll teleport 60 feet closer to the other creature.
Okay. Let's see here. So you could get right beside it if you wanted to.
Will.
Okay. Oops. Wrong button. So getting you right on the corner of it is 55. So you could get further to one side or the other, or do you want to be right at the corner of it?
Right at the corner.
Okay. So that's your action, bonus action, and 20 feet of your movement.
That is where I will stay.
Okay. So as you sound the sonorous bell and slay one of them, you appear beside the other that's still struggling to get up, and it kind of pauses and goes, all right.
Death goes near, dull creature.
Death approaches.
No! Oh no! All right. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Welcome to me.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, so another one comes from the woodwork, and another one comes sliding down the hill just behind its companion. I need it to do a dexterity saving throw so it doesn't trip over its counterpart, and it does succeed. So he kind of slides down and jumps over his fellow that landed down the berm before him, but he's not currently in range to do anything about it. So that's both of their turns done. Okay, so Kasumi's still down there. Let me make sure. Okay, so Stream has full view. Okay, that's their turn. So Pez, your turn. Zon, you were on deck.
All right. I've been debating this for quite some time, but after seeing another Goobatron show up,
3 more
I'm going
Goobatrons.
to say that probably worth it to where's the circle button? How do I measure a circle?
The little angle
2
ruler
arrows.
on the left.
Damn, 20 is big.
Keep in mind that Lakin is there as well.
Yep. I'm making sure that this 20-foot what is it, sphere doesn't affect him, as I am throwing a fireball, 3rd level, at those 2 who just came down.
Oh. Okay.
It's a casual fireball.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do the one that's prone first, because he'll do it at disadvantage.
Yep.
Ooh, don't light the forest on fire.
I didn't want to do it, but
That's a
Design
6,
is-
so I'm assuming he's going to fail.
it's a fail. It's a dex 15.
Got it.
Nikolai. Nikolai.
That is going to
Quiet.
be a 16 exactly. So the other one
Yes.
passes. So roll for damage.
All right.
See if you can cook one and horrifically scar the other.
8d6.
You don't have enough
Which-
d6, do you?
Nope. But I'm going to make my ears bleed and do it on D&D Beyond.
Mariko, fix it.
Fix it, fix it, fix it.
Get him
fix
more
it, fix it.
d6.
I have bought him plenty of dice.
Not enough.
I'll bring you
Buy him a
D6s.
set of just D6s.
21
Okay.
damage.
So the one on the ground takes 21 and the other one only takes 10. Okay.
That was my action. As a bonus action, well, first, I'm actually going to, after I throw my Molotov fireball, where is, I want to go back to my measuring tool. There we go. I'm going to move up, and how big are these? Are they're trolls, right?
They're trolls.
So they're
You would be
large
able to
creatures?
use one's body as cover.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use the dead one's body. It will let me move. Please, thank you. There's my movement. And then bonus action. Can I use my... Damn, that is an action. Blast.
Lost.
Hunter's Mark is a bonus action. I thought it was just a bonus action to move it, but it's a bonus action to cast it as well.
Correct.
So yeah, I'm going to bonus action Hunter's Mark. I guess this guy, the one standing behind the fallen.
Okay. There it is.
Cool. That's it.
All right. That brings us to Zon. Kasumi, you are on deck.
So did I hear the commotion of the dude falling down the mountain for the most part onto his face? I can easily see them too, correct?
Yeah, but it's a matter of would you be focusing enough on that with something gnawing on your shoulder? Yes, you would have heard commotion happening from your left.
Well, seeing that this dude is dead, I'm going to look to my left, sigh, and then teleport on top of... Oh, that is certainly not the right button. And teleport, yep, right on top of him.
Okay, so you can't occupy the same space as it, so what are you trying to do?
Land on him.
So are you Misty Stepping?
No, I'm lightning teleporting.
Okay.
My Robe of Ancient Storms. Lets me teleport 90 feet. Oh, an unoccupied space. No, yeah, so I guess right
Yeah.
next to him or something.
Yeah, so you can be right beside him.
Yeah. Did not move through him, so that's null and void. I will cast... Oh, bonus action... Blah, 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 blah. Spirit Shroud on myself, and I will make it necrotic. And then I will cantrip the Green Flame Blade on Mr. Prone Dude.
Hold on, Spirit Shroud.
Bonus action spell.
What level?
Yes.
You said 5th level?
Hmm?
Okay, so then you won't be able to do a cantrip.
Why is that?
Bonus action of 2nd level or lower would let you do a cantrip as an action, if I remember those rules correctly.
Okay, then I guess I will just attack regularly.
Let me check that real quick. You know what? Fuck it. I can't find the rules quickly. Go for the attack. Why not?
Okay.
I'll make a note to look that up later.
I'll look it up after this. Is he prone? Do I have advantage on melee attacks?
Yes.
Okay. Don't fucking need it. It's a natural 20.
Of course it is. All right.
So that's
Go for damage.
right off the bat, 16 fire damage,
Mm-hmm.
10 slashing,
Okay.
16 frost,
Okay.
16 necrotic,
Okay.
and where is it? One. And and 8 thunder damage.
Okay. So that's 12, 18. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so you're starting off at 66 damage
Okay.
before you roll.
6 more fire damage.
You don't need to roll anymore.
Oh, okay. You said starting. I didn't know.
No, I know. My brain was just trying to math it all out. So after Lakin saves your life up on the cliff, you teleport down, and you kind of just teleport with your blade already in its head. It's like, give it back. Oh,
Hi, Lakin.
Monsieur.
You just pull my blade out and shake it and be done with my then I'm gonna take a
So the rabbit
behind
hop,
Lakin.
rabbit hop, the
Rabbit
bonus
hop didn't
action,
happen.
and the action. So yeah. Okay.
then just 10 feet behind Lakin.
All right. That brings us to Kasumi. Mariko, you are on deck.
Okay. Well, I hear a lot of destruction, but I can't see it. So I would like to Misty Step. Oh, hold on, I didn't click the right spot. I'd like to Misty Step up here.
So you would have to get closer, because
Okay.
Misty Step is only 30 feet, and that's about a 30 to 40 foot high cliff.
Okay, that's fine. That's not letting me move.
Oh, it's because you're technically out of bounds.
Okay, I'll go 10 feet forward and then Misty Step up.
Okay.
So,
So you kind of Misty Step up on top of the corpse.
okay. So I'm
So
like,
it's a bit squishy, but you have an angle.
I'm standing on the corpse. Okay, all
Yeah.
right. You know what? Let's go for it. And can I see the farthest one behind the 2 dead bodies?
You're looking at this guy, or you're looking at the one. You're looking at this one.
Yeah, the one with the hunter's mark on it.
Okay, yes, you can see him.
Okay. Well, I will take a shot at him, but it does not have sneak because there's no advantage.
Correct.
So, do normal attack. Does a 19 hit?
19 hits.
Alright, so that is 12 points of piercing plus 5 points of poison.
Alrighty.
And that is my turn.
Cool. So it's busy brushing the flames off of its body, and as it's kind of going down, an arrow appears, and he kind of thunks his hand onto his, pulls the jade arrow out and throws it to the ground. All right, Mariko, you're up. Lakin, you're on deck.
So I'm gonna move myself forward 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Get better viewpoint, and making sure I am mathing properly. Oh yeah, that's well.
It's when she's quiet like this and thinking that I become really scared.
I am mathing and tracing there. Wrath of Nature, please.
No. I don't wanna.
No.
Which one are you starting out with? Which effect?
Well, the grasses and undergrowth is immediate, but since I already used my action, I'm just gonna use my bonus action to wing a rock at the farthest one, the white goober off in the distance.
Okay. And what? It's a dexterity save for the grass and roots.
Grass and roots. The grass and undergrowth just makes difficult terrain.
Oh, cool. You're not going full bondage
Not yet.
Excellent.
Not yet.
Bondage.
But
We've all seen what she's capable of. Don't judge me.
I don't think it was fine.
Ranged spell attack for the rock.
Okay.
At the white goober. You said D8 for the
inspiration, yeah.
I'm using it. Okay. 30, 20.
That hits.
Okay. And that is 3d8 non-magical bludgeoning. $23 points of non-magical bludgeoning.
Woof. Alright, 1 second. I'm tweaking, making sure something's right. How much damage was that? I'm sorry?
23.
23. Okay. Alrighty. Does that do it for you?
And I'm done. I'm
Okay.
done.
Alright. That brings us up to Lakin. Pez, you are on deck.
Gonna Eldritch Blast.
Okay, sorry. Quick question. The difficult terrain thing you just did, Mariko?
It's only for enemies.
Okay. Carry on, Lakin. Thank you.
Gonna Eldritch Blast it 3 times.
The closest one to you.
Closest one.
Got it. Nuke 'em.
29 to hit.
That hits.
24 to hit.
Also hits.
Another 24 to hit.
That hits. Fuck. Guys, what's it like? What's it like to roll like that?
It's fun.
I already told you I can bless your dice. You just say no.
It is 33 points of force damage.
Ow. Okay, so this poor fucker's brushing off the fire, ripping arrows out of him, and then he goes. Okay, is that it? Are you staying put? Oh,
Hold on, I'm counting.
yep.
You should be able to get next to the other one in the rear. I'm going to teleport to it.
What's the range of your teleport?
50 feet.
60? Oh yeah, with room to spare. Do you want to be in the
I'm going to get right on the corner.
Right on the corner? Okay.
Yeah, same spot.
All right. There we go.
Disappear into shadow and reappear.
Okay. So as the flashing bright lights of his Eldritch Blast just erupt over the body of the troll, a quick blink and Lakin's gone and fucked off in that direction. Alrighty. That's gonna bring it to the troll. So as it's trying to figure out what the hell just hit it, its assailants have all started backing up. So it is going to, let's see, 10, 20, 30. It can't quite get out. You know what? It's just gonna action dash. 5, 10.
Oh,
Just fully struggle bust its way over. Let's see. 10, 20, 30.
Stand in the middle of
Oh.
our party of 3.
So this other troll that has been set on fire and hurt in various other ways is climbing over his companions' corpses and just kind of like jumps over the last little stretch and lands in between the three of you, Pez, Zon, and Moriko, and it begins kind of flailing its arms around. It can't do anything right now, but it's in your face and is a threat. That brings us to the one that Lakin teleported to, and since it doesn't need to use its movement,
Me.
so Lakin, as you bamf in front of this creature, the other ones that you had been near look like normal-ish trolls. This one is sheer white, and the ground around it is beginning to freeze over. Its fur itself is covered in frost. So, let's see.
Hey, I dare you.
Actually, at the start of both of their turns, you see some of the wounds on its flesh begin to close. Okay, now it's going to make 2 claw attacks and a bite attack against you, Lakin. So, claw attacks. That's a natural 1. Get bent. And that's going to be a 16.
I want you to hit me.
16? 16 didn't hit?
That misses.
Okay. I
Number
still have a bite attack. Give me a minute. Wait a
Come
minute.
on, do this.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. I'm rolling.
roll it.
Natural 20.
What?
On a bite attack. It's a natural
what?
20. A natural 20 on a bite attack.
Ooh. Okay, make a dex save.
15.
Fail. Take 60-10 fire damage for my hellish rebuke.
That's a
You do
fun
your
one.
damage first.
Thank you. So that's gonna automatically start with 10. So 15 points of piercing damage and 8 points of cold.
Nikolai.
Oh god, he's doing a
38
lot of
points
math.
of fire damage.
38 points of fire damage. Fuck. Oop, that's...
I have to roll concentration on star step. Well, 19, I win.
Did you get your damage logged? Okay.
At 121 out of 144.
Cool, just making sure. All right, so as it swings both times, Lakin jukes and jives back and forth, and he's like, come on, hit me. So it bites down and goes, whoosh, and you just see flames erupting across its face. The stench of burnt fur starts to waft through the tree line here.
Son shivers, all knowing well how that feels. no, I'm good.
You can keep that over there. All right, that brings us back to the top of the round with Pez. You're up. Zon, you're on deck.
I'm gonna shove my pistol up the troll's booty hole and fire 3 shots.
Just 1,000 years of pain.
So it will be range attacks at melee distance are at disadvantage.
Even though I'm ranger with feet,
Do you have the feet?
I have 2 feet.
Are they your feet?
I don't know what I bit them off of. Pieces and
I didn't ask if
treats.
they were in your possession. I asked, are they your feet? Let's see.
Gain firearm, tool expertise, flesh genius.
Is this the Pez version of the silver bullet?
I'm not seeing sharpshooter.
Lightning. A gunner, the one that would give you normal attack rolls at melee.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that feat in your repertoire.
Well, I know what I'm doing next time we level up at the end of this session.
That's not how this is gonna work.
So they're at disadvantage, correct?
Correct.
Bavloo.
Get through
Chance
it.
the
Got
opportunity
this.
attack. Run away.
But I have Hunter's Mark on it, so that gives me advantage.
Hold on. Hunter's Mark doesn't give you advantage, it gives you more dice to roll. However, you have pack
1d6.
tactics because you have
Pack tac-
friendly creatures within 5 feet, so they are normal rolls.
Okay, cool. So, yep. 15 for the first shot,
Does not hit.
17 for the second shot,
That does hit. I love that he just fades into blur and then comes back again.
25 for the third shot.
Okay, so 2 out of the 3 hit.
Radical.
First one bounced off booty cheeks.
He's clapping too hard. 2d8. Where the hell's my d8? Well, for the first hit.
Okay.
You get to add your D6 for Hunter's Mark.
And then 15 for the second hit.
Oof.
And then Hunter's Mark adds a 1d6 if I am not mistaken. Where's my d6?
Assuming you cast it at first level.
4 damage. Yeah, it was first level.
Okay. He's not looking good. Between the fire, the arrows, and the 2 shots up the pooper, he's looking pretty rough.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to do the lizard thing and just I don't have any bonus actions. That doesn't take my concentration away.
Okay. Then that brings us to Zahn with Kasumi on deck. You're muted, by the way.
Don't know why. Is the... No, never mind. I'm gonna see the troll over by Lakin. I'm gonna teleport again.
Well, that's 70 feet.
I use 30 feet of my movement to teleport 90 feet.
Fair enough. Okay.
Use that 2 times. And I did move through him, so I need him to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, because he's so wise. 15.
He fails and
Cool.
takes
Cool.
8 lightning damage.
Boo. Okay.
Then I will cast Green Flame Blade again. And
No, carry on. So, Lakin,
Oh.
as you hit this thing with Hellish Rebuke, a streak of lightning comes whizzing past your ear, almost like how Kasumi shot past your ear. These people like to shoot past heads for some reason, and then all of a sudden the Rabbit Man is there again. He's like, "Hi!" and just stabs him.
that's going to be a 22.
That hits.
4 points of slashing, 13 points of cold, 14 points of necrotic, 6 points of fire, and 8 points of thunder.
Jesus fuck, dude. Pick an element.
What? I have a lot of elements.
Can make him better at that as well.
Okay. So, while you hit very, very hard, it looks like it didn't hit him quite as hard as the last one you had hit. It seemed to resist some of the damage that you had dealt to it. Though the wound has the blackening edges from both the fire and the necrotic. Yeah.
It hasn't taken its turn yet this turn, has it?
Negative.
I'm going to hit it again.
Hold, please.
No problem.
So that's 18, 26, 32 total. Okay. Carry on.
And the next one's going to be higher. 2, 3, 5, 25.
Yeah, that hits.
So this time, no green flame blade. 1 point of slashing. 8 points of cold. And 8 points of necrotic. And 8 points of thunder.
Okay.
And that's it.
So that's going to be 17 more points of damage. He's not looking good, but he's still up and lumbering about. So...
Kaiser.
You're like, ha-ha! That worked better last time. Ha-ha! Fuck. All right. That brings us to Kasumi with Moriko on deck.
Okay. I'm gonna get down from the body,
Okay.
at least, and go there. And then
Yeah.
I'm gonna see this big frosty guy
Mhm.
over there by Zon, and I'm gonna take a shot at him. And
Okay.
it is within 80 feet,
Yep.
so it's not at disadvantage, and that gets my sneak attack since I have friendlies next to it, correct?
Correct.
It just doesn't. Well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go hide in this bush. I'm gonna bonus action
Oh.
hide.
Okay.
It won't let me go in the bush.
Oh, because it's technically out of bounds, but I know what
Yeah.
you're looking to do.
Can we roll for stealth?
Sure. Why not?
This is a 24 again.
Yeah. Yeah.
DM's like, she might roll a 1.
I'm
I
just
didn't roll
saying,
one.
she could roll a 1, I could roll a 20. Anything could happen, but it didn't. So,
It didn't.
yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll with advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh god, one of my dice fell. Okay. Does a 27 hit?
Weirdly enough, yes.
Okay. Alright, so we've got... Oh, I rolled low on that. 7 points of piercing. 3 points of poison. And here comes the sneak attack.
Stop.
That's a lot of 5s and 6s. That's 29 points for sneak attack damage.
Jesus. For those DMs out there, when you're using D&D Beyond, and you're doing an encounter builder, and it says deadly, don't believe it. Don't believe it for a fucking second.
Could have told you.
Be Elzar, kicking up a notch. Bam!
Another... Lakin, again, this woman loves to shoot around you. A streaking green jade arrow goes whizzing over your head and hits it right through the throat, straight out, splattering Zon with a bit of ichor that he wasn't already covered with. You hear the gurgling intake, attempted gurgling intake of air, but with its throat torn open by Kasumi's arrow, it kind of clutches weakly at it and just falls backward with a heavy thud. within the next few seconds or so, the air begins to warm up even more. So that was your, 10 feet of movement, your bonus, and your action. Do you want to use any more of your movement?
I'm good. Nope.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay right here.
That brings us to Moriko with Lakin on deck.
How's the guy in front of me looking?
Not good. He still looks very mad, very irate, like he can do some damage, but one of his arms is kind of there.
Am I flanking, technically?
I can help with that.
If she moves 5 feet, she'll be flanking.
That's not my strong arm. Take my strong arm.
Take my dead arm.
I
can't
want to
feel it.
cast Flight.
Okay.
You need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, okay.
Row.
15.
No.
Shit.
Okay, I had to get all of my d8s for this. Wait. 10, 18, 26, 31.
Okay, Zahn, thank you for looking that up for me.
36,
Took me a second.
37, 44 points of necrotic.
Cool. You only needed 3. How would you like to do this?
Boop.
Hey, go to sleep. So Moriko just kind of looks at this thing and just does the little pat, go to bed. And it just, blackness begins to creep along its form and it just begins to turbo rot where it's standing. Before it even realizes that it's dead, it's already just crumbling into a pile of goo and aged bones. As Moriko just kind of takes a step back and says, ugh.
Ew.
Pez, no. No. I know what you're thinking. No, we're not. Not again. I regret the T-Rex. So, as the last troll turns into goo, the forest grows silent. Apart from... I said the forest grows silent. Thank you.
Oh, that's right. Grrr.
Well, no, that was the music not returning to
I know.
battle.
That was for me.
Oh.
I'm cool.
The breeze blowing through the canopy high above you is the only thing you hear for a few minutes after the battle concludes. But then the sounds of forest life come back after the explosions and the fire. Once all the threats are essentially gone, the animals begin to chitter again. Some of them a bit angrily. You might get a little twig thrown at you for disturbing the relative peace of the forest. Yes.
Before we run, can I jog up to the top of that hill and see if the frost giant guy had anything worth anything on him?
Go take a look. Make an investigation check for me.
I don't know what else you wanted me to do. Investigation? Oh, only +1. That'd be a 16.
16. You run up there and you don't find too terribly much. There's a little leather pouch at his side that kind of gets you excited, but then when you open it up, you just see that there's discarded bones. Some of them still have bits of sinew and tendons on it. Looked like it was a food storage pouch.
How big are the bones?
DM, how big are the bones? Can I tell him?
They're not terribly big. They look like normal size forest creatures. There's maybe some deer bones, rodents. Just seems like whatever this thing was able to catch and stuff into the pouch, that was where he was eating from.
You see ears and a head stick out over the ledge. Regular size. Do you want some?
Can I have the bones?
Zon just starts reaching and throwing them over the hill behind him, or over the.
I'm up there
So-
with you.
Oh. No.
He's
sorry.
still throwing him over the ledge. So- Because to be fair, you rolled higher than what his passive perception would be, so he doesn't know you're there.
I was about to say, I actually thought you were down below. I had no fucking clue where you were.
You just heard a bush whisper.
Can I have the bones?
Scheiße! Stop doing that! And the bones are down there.
Great. She's gonna make her way down there and go pick up her bones and put them in her bag. How many roughly did you say I found?
Knowing what you're using them for, you were able to find 8 that were usable.
Okay.
Because the troll was eating off of them, a lot of the bones are just crushed beyond repair. They would be going for a bite and they would just bite straight through the bone and eat whatever was there. And there's other ones that are just too small, like, the little digits, ribs that aren't big enough for any use that you would need.
If there are any bones broken in half, I would like to use mending.
Well, you'd have to get Pez to go digging for the other half.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Zon.
Are you
I've
sure?
got plenty. Yes.
I like dirt. I can dig.
I just can't pass up a good pile of bones if I find them.
Well, careful with that one's got a little meat on it still.
Ooh. She just like throws it.
Rico's just like poking like the decaying pile with a stick. I fought harder elementals in the Tibetan Mountains.
Oh.
We got lucky. I don't think it's a properly... No, they didn't properly estimate how small and strong we are.
Mariko.
Maybe they're just really hungry.
I was going to say, make a nature check for me.
I'm good at that.
You go on. What are you doing?
27.
27. So you're not really able to tell from the one that you liquefied, but as you make that comment and you look at the other 2 that are nearby to you, you're able to see bones stretching against flesh. These ones look to be similarly malnourished like the other creatures you've seen so far. The giants on the road, the wolves that had stalked the wagon, these trolls were not healthy either, it would seem.
Oh.
What do you see? With your
Yeah,
special
they were-
eyes.
They were very hungry. They weren't proper opponents.
That explains a lot. Or not. But regardless. Wait, which way are we going again?
Make a survival check.
Oh no!
Teleport. Next
Never mind! I am super survival-y. 25. It was a natural 20.
Okay, and Lakin, what were you saying? Sorry?
Teleport next to Bez.
Okay. So... Zon, you go, which way were we going? And then you kind of look at the rock, like, we started over there. So we were going that way. Towards the angry mushroom. So Lakin appears right beside you, Pez, with a little...
Pardon?
Fight well, little one.
Yeah. I got guns.
Found the way, warriors on.
What?
You found the way.
Yeah, it's that. No, it's that way.
You know you way.
Shall we?
Let's go.
Zahn will be like, 1 second. And just cast a healing spell on himself.
Clear.
Clear.
And just a fur just.
It's all around his head and everything. He just.
Oh wow, that was really good. Okay, I'll take that.
What'd you roll out of curiosity?
Just level 1 cure wounds. I rolled an 8 and a 6 plus 5. So
Damn.
What? 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 points of heal. 19 points of healing.
I'm pretty good.
I'll take it. Any healing's good after getting smacked in the face for a third of my health.
To be fair, if you had stayed near me, I would have healed you.
I know, but I didn't know there was a troll up at the top that would immediately be able to smash my face in.
I could heal you too.
I am a cleric. I'm okay.
Eh.
Mariko is gonna go up to Kasumi like, what are you gonna use the bones for?
Oh, I use those to talk to my deity.
You can use bones to talk to a deity?
At least with mine, I carve runes into them and use them for divination. At
I
least
want you to do that sometime. If that's okay.
You notice, like, Kasumi's, like, demeanor visibly drops when you ask, and then she becomes, like, very kind of awkwardly quiet, and she's like, yes, you can sit with me, but,
Maybe another time after things calm down.
I just don't know if it's gonna work.
Again, after things calm down, after we figure everything out, we'll figure this out. We got this.
Okay. And she's kind of like tries to shake it off and put on a brave face, but you can tell she's like now sad when she realizes.
Mariko notices the change, and she's just gonna just awkwardly reach and hold her hand. She doesn't know how to people, but she's trying.
Zahn just leans over and whispers in Mariko's ear, "She keeps the bones of the dead she's killed." He knows he's on his tippy toes doing this too.
I guess Mariko's like my real life height, kind of.
Yeah, Zahn is like 5.5 foot if he's lucky with his ears. Ah, yes.
Oh no, she's 5'6". She's 4 inches taller than me.
So Zahn looks up at Lakin as we walk. So, you said, DM, what's the name of the water deity? Seto. Seto. I knew that. What? So you say, so is Seto your, patron?
Yes, she is my patron.
So she gives you, like, the abilities for you to, like, cast all of your... Zahn thinks for a second, Warlock ability, like, spells and things.
Yes, she does.
So, like... So has she ever, like, turned it off?
Oh. He has not turned it off.
So, like, were you able to, like, do the magic before the Seto, or were you, like, a fighter?
Was Berserker.
It's a very drastic change. And Zahn sits there and
Yes,
thinks
it
for a
is.
second. Mm-hmm.
Give me time. Well, evaluate.
Zahn just thinks there for a minute. And you guys, like, as you're walking, you can tell, like, gears that probably haven't spun in a really long time are starting to spin. And he's
The
like,
hamster is no longer moving, it's just going around with the wheel.
Lakin,
warriors on.
So, if Seto lets you cast your things, and Zon just pulls out his little teeny holy icon, and Valkyrie lets me cast mine, but Valkyrie's dead. How do I work?
Believe your abilities stem from your faith.
I'm a cleric. They come from... Well, maybe it's a lightning aspect of it, but the healing aspect? I am going to have words with Kadol. I think there's something I am not being told.
People draw magic from different things. I mean, I draw mine from nature.
I am a cleric. We draws from our deity.
I get mine from dirt.
Shut the fuck up.
Zon is being serious.
Dirt.
Zon is being serious, and Pez is there licking an eyeball. Dirt.
So would that mean that Pez's fireball is just really spicy sand?
Yes.
Cinnamon flavor sand.
It's a whole ass pepper.
Zon just in the back of his head was like... Yeah,
Does it matter, Zon?
You see him stumble over his words. Actually, yes. Quite a lot, actually.
Why does it matter?
So, hear me out. I talked to Kadol after not being able to talk to Valkyrie. He told me Valkyrie was dead. If that rings true, then some of my abilities at least should not function. At least if I put two things together. So if I can still do those things, then Valkyrie might not be dead.
Then this would be a joyous moment for you.
I worry that it's not going to be for some strange reason.
Have faith, your son.
We will see. You just, as we walk, you just see Zon, for once, deep in thought.
So,
That
Lakin,
smell.
Everybody gets one.
Sato's your patron, so if you were to be on a boat on the ocean, that means that you're less likely to get shipwrecked, right?
As long as the following procedures, crossing her waters, are held, it would grant us edge of safety.
I don't know what those procedures are. Best bet, stay off the water.
We may have to cross that bridge later.
I'm good.
Where we
Thank you.
need to go.
It is all right, Morika. I sail all the time. Wow, you have no faith in me at all.
No, the one
That
thing
is
I
just-
absolutely fear is the ocean.
It's understandable.
I don't
It's
think
something
so.
to be feared, respected.
9 and yes. Feared 9, respected very much so.
Just gonna look us on.
There's no more
How do
powerful
you
foe.
think I washed up on the Tepetal Mountains?
Water springs.
You can overcome this. I killed friends with lightning, yet I use lightning to kill things now. It is You shake your head now, but I believe that you can overcome it, whether you want to or believe it or not.
Mm-mm.
Well, I believe in you, even if you don't.
Believe in the me that believes in you.
So how far have we gotten?
You've wandered and meandered quite a ways. Somewhat paying attention, but also not, as you are so deep in thought about your own existential crisis that you're not fully focusing on where you're going. You're kind of leaving it up to the rest of your party. You all travel for quite some time, and the light begins to dim, whether by the passing of time, which Mariko would know that it's still should be brighter than this at this time of day. The canopy above you is growing closer and closer together. The trees themselves are becoming closer to each other. You're having to watch your footing a lot more often, or else you trip over a root, stub a toe, get a splinter. So what's the marching order here?
I think Zahn and I would be up.
Okay.
Kasumi would also like to cast Dancing Lights and
Okay.
do the moats version. So I think, how many moats is it?
I think it's 3.
It doesn't say. 4 lights. Okay.
I was
So
wrong.
she's gonna kind of float those near our feet. She doesn't want them to be super high, but she kind of wants it to illuminate kind of what's around our feet as we're walking. So she'll
Okay.
walk from the back and she'll kind of concentrate those motes along the group and near their feet.
Okay. So Kasumi turns on the fog lights. Pez, where are you standing in the order of all this? Because we've got Lakin and Zahn in the front, Mariko behind them.
I would like to be in the middle, but I don't mind carrying up the booty.
Well, Kasumi's already bringing up the rear with the lights.
I will be
So
in
you can be
front
in front
of
of me.
So
Kasumi.
do you want to be walking side by Mariko, or do you want to be behind?
I'll be behind.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So, as you all walk along, trying to follow the path, trying to keep yourself going west, especially with Moriko's help, knowing which way is north lets you figure out which way is west. Mariko, as you are walking along, with your passive perception, you would be the first to see. Let me get the right. Okay. As you're walking along, being in the middle, you come to a sudden stop to the point where Pez kind of collides into the back of you. And Zahn and Lakin, you being in front, you hear the clattering of Pez's equipment rattling around as he hits the back of the now stationary Mariko.
It's like one of those crash boxes.
Yeah. He spends the next like 30 minutes just putting everything back where it's supposed to go. Mariko is looking at the side of a tree, one of the trees, and it takes the others of you a second to really see it, until Kasumi's lights kind of come along and kind of show it off a bit more. It's not wholly bark. There seems to be a relief carved into the side of this tree.
A relief?
A relief, like a base relief, like it's been carved. A shape has been carved into it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It looks like a version of the trees around you, and underneath it is a language that. Does anyone in here speak Sylvan? I know you can. Okay,
Ooh,
so
I might.
I cannot.
Wait, no.
And read all language.
yeah,
Not Sylvan.
I was
Oh my
checking. I was
could've.
checking for the other people before I got to you, Lakin.
Fine.
I didn't forget about you, buddy.
Trying to get there. Yes,
I
I
see
can.
perfect daylight right now.
You can.
I can read Sylvan.
Okay. So the two of you move up closer. Kasumi, you get a little skip in your chest as you see this. You haven't seen this language written down in God knows how long. So you kind of quickly run up to it, as Lakin does as well. You're able to read underneath it, a wandering guardian, willow seekers search tirelessly to protect and nurture lost ones, bringing life wherever they roamed.
Hmm.
What does it mean, Kazumi?
I'm not sure, and Kasumi's gonna go ahead and read it out loud for those who can't read Sylvan. She's gonna translate it. Which could you copy and paste that in
Yes.
the chat? Okay.
Yes,
ADHD brain, you know. I'm not sure if it's a riddle or if it's a prophecy.
So I didn't catch it.
It could be telling the tale of a protector of the area.
Willow Seeker.
It sounds... It sounds like... Actually, like you said, it's like a guardian, which would also explain why creatures here are so malnourished and ill-fated, I guess, would be the word I would use for it. Maybe this... Yes?
How close are we to the elf lands?
I'm not sure. I've never been this far north.
We are not
Technically,
north.
you're south of where you used to live,
Expensive.
Kasumi.
Well, I thought we're north of where Kasumi lived.
You're
No, we're
way
south?
south of it.
Oh, okay, sorry,
Yeah,
I got
yeah,
my maps
no.
upside down.
Yeah, you're well over 100 miles away from your home.
Okay, got it.
I thought we were north. Never mind,
Yeah,
disregard.
I thought we were.
Well, I mean, Willow Seeker seems to be like a title or something, so it, I'm assuming that's what the Wandering Guardian person is. So maybe some sort of like critter person that's like trying to protect the forest.
Well, I'm hoping that whoever or whatever this thing is speaks Sylvan, which would be nice, because then we could maybe try to talk to it, because from what we've heard, this moss is supposed to be very rare and has a potent healing ability, so it might not be so willing to give it up. I'm not
Should
sure.
we have a way of making a bargain for it?
I just think that if we see anything that looks large and scary, we should try to talk to it first. Just in case.
Those creatures earlier were big and scary.
Yes.
It didn't look too respectful of said forest, or, well, I mean, they had forest clothing on, but they didn't look like they respected it by using a tree as a weapon.
And a boulder.
And a boulder.
Well, I guess what I was trying to get at is I don't think we should attack first. If
Well,
we
we
see
haven't.
something.
Oh. Does this...
Well, yes. I know with the trolls, they attacked first.
Does this
Be
carving...
willing to talk to this creature.
Does this carving look in any way, shape, or form somewhat magical, or does it literally just look like somebody haphazardly?
Make an Arcana check.
Sure. 12.
12? Best you can say, it's a really well done carving. It's different from what you would expect from something being carved into wood. You would expect the bark to be like shaved away to make the relief, but it looks like it was somehow pressed into the bark, which is why it was so easy for the rest of you to just walk right past it.
Can I? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go on.
Can I put my hand on it and put healing magic into it?
You could certainly try.
Sure, do it. Why not?
What are you pumping into it?
Just a level 1 cure wounds. Just
Okay.
to see if it reacts to healing magic in any way, shape, or form.
You walk up to the tree, plant your fuzzy little hand on it, and no noticeable change.
Pat the tree. Hope you feel better, buddy.
So, back home in the desert, we used to have a wandering goblin who would go around talking to cactus, making them grow all fancy, saying that the cactus had all sorts of crazy-ass stories, because I guess you could talk to plants. Do any of y'all know how to talk to plants?
No.
Zahn just looks at the druid.
No.
Really?
You've never talked to plants?
Mm-mm.
But you lived by yourself for so long, I figured that you would, at some point in time, sit and talk to trees.
No. I've talked to Fluff, though.
Well, oh, that's right. You do have the little thing with you.
And just like the head poke out of the hair.
The name is called, and the little like antlered ear, not antenna ears come out, and you hear the.
Well, shit.
I suppose we just be a little more on guard.
Servant.
Be perceptive.
Did you say servant?
Observant.
Observant. Okay, I could not figure. Anyway, carry on.
Yes,
Crisper was
trees,
being
anything
crispy.
you want.
Yes. Okay.
Shall we continue?
Yeah.
All right.
And we waddled along.
And you want a little long.
Umi,
Yes.
you keep the lights behind me.
Okay. She, like, brings that one moat back a little, so it hovers closer to Mariko.
Okay.
She's trying to touch it.
I think that, are they, like, just spheres of light, or are they, like, physically, like, I don't know if you can touch them.
She's still
It's not going to
trying.
stop him from trying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sloan, was it you that was trying to kill the fairy? Just like... So, you continue on your way through the forest. What's the plan? Are you keeping the same marching order? What's everyone doing?
Yeah, I'm staying in the back and keeping focus on the lights.
Okay.
I'm trying to be stealthy.
So, Lakin, you mentioned keeping the lights.
Probably have the best eyes.
Say again? Sorry, I talked over you.
I was just saying, I probably have the best eyes, especially in the darkening forest.
I don't.
Yeah, between you and Mariko, I think.
I have 120 feet of magical dark vision.
Mariko, you have dark vision?
I have dark vision, but it's only 60 feet.
Okay.
But I'm
100.
stupidly perceptive.
She is.
Okay. So, you continue on along. Anyone wants to make perception checks, they may.
Yes.
I was about to say, I'll definitely keep the radar dishes dishing.
Dishing.
Perception is great.
25.
He didn't.
Mariko, what you get?
22.
Lakin?
20.
Dirty 20. Okay. Oh, sorry, I didn't know you'd rolled.
Same.
What'd you get?
Yeah, I rolled.
Y'all rolled.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
I think everybody.
What'd you
did.
guys get? Pez?
I rolled a natural 20 plus 6.
Okay. Kasumi?
8.
Wow, you suck.
He's
I'm
really
focused on
focusing
the
on
lights.
I was gonna say, literally
I'm starting
everyone
to get-
else rolled 20 or higher. You're like,
I'm starting to get cross-eyed because like I'll find myself staring at a light and I'm like, oh.
So
wait.
she kind of like starts to follow her own lights and starts to list slightly, and then she'll hear one of them shouting at her that the lights aren't behind. It's like, oh god, I got to go back over this way. Okay. So Zahn, make another perception check for me.
That one was better.
Oh, he said guidance.
27.
You cast guidance.
D4.
Add a D4
Add
to
a
that.
D4. Oh god. 4. 32. No, sorry, 31.
31.
31.
Okay. So the rest of you are keeping your eyes peeled. Zahn, not trusting his eyes because he can't see shit, his
I'm
ears are rotating. Let's see. So Pez, you would see, and Mariko, you would also see both of Zahn's ears just snap to one direction. Zahn, what you were able to hear that the others don't is a series of muffled thuds and sounds like something scraping up against something else, and then the sound completely fades away
In what direction?
to your left. So I guess by the direction you're heading, to your south.
And it like doesn't come back up. Like if we keep moving, it doesn't sound like it's following us.
You heard it for the briefest of moments. The rest
And
of
we'll
you turn to look in the direction. Well, so Mariko, you would see Zahn's ears turn, so you would look. And Lakin, you would notice Zahn stopping, so you would turn to see him looking in that direction, and Mariko as well. You don't see anything. At least not
Did
within
it
your range of vision.
Did it sound close?
No. It was close enough for you to hear it, but it wasn't like immediately around the next corner. It sounded very distant.
Kasumi,
What?
keep some of those orbs to our back left, a little farther back, please.
Okay. She migrates them back.
Just in case. The DM's rolling dice. We're all fucked.
I am rolling dice.
No,
Um,
that can never be good.
that says
Well,
you.
sometimes.
It's good for me.
Sometimes.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah. Just one ear's gonna be pointed in that direction, nonstop.
Okay. As you turn to start walking again, pretty much all of you, except for Kasumi at this point, notice at almost the exact same time, there's a tree on your right. You take just a few more steps, and you see another odd carving in one of the trees. This one is another similarly carved depiction of a tree inside of a tree, but slightly different from the one previously. The language underneath says, vibrant and lush, verdant grove embodied life and renewal. Their flourishing greenery brought vitality to dying woods and beyond.
Yes.
You were way ahead of us.
To me, another relief.
Oh, where?
You
Here.
turn to look at Kasumi and she's just fucking What?
So she's gonna go up and bring her mode over and read it. It's almost like it's a continuing of a story. But I don't know, it almost seems like it's talking about what we're here to find. We're finding
Nico.
moss, correct? Okay.
Nico, is there anything you can do, nature-wise, to make the land sort of vibrant return to life?
Not currently.
Maybe something we think about doing later. On the correct path, though.
DM?
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that name before. Does Verdant Grove ring any bells?
Make a history check.
Mm.
He did guidance, so out of D4.
Oh, yes.
Just slap him on the ass.
I was kind of curious if he was like shooing a cat away or.
You said history?
Yes.
12 plus 3, 14, 15, 16? No, 15. Sorry, math's terrible.
Nothing rings a bell to you.
He shrugs, still thinking a little bit, his ear still pointed in the one direction from before.
We being followed, warriors on.
Possibly. I'm keeping my ear on it. Very closely.
Possible to know what time it is.
I do not. Wait a minute. The sink says somebody who should always know what time it is. Mariko,
Oh, yes, what?
what time is it?
Oh wait,
Just look at
watches haven't been invented yet.
Master Freckle.
What time is it?
It's getting into the early afternoon hours.
Still not even evening.
It's too dark. I don't like it when it's dark.
If you want, you can hold my hand.
I don't...
Wait, that's an option?
Are there any animals like birds chirping or mice squeaking or dogs barking or horses horsing?
As you think back on it, you have heard the occasional chirping of birds, the soft scurrying of tiny rodent feet. But it's been a little while since you've really listened for them. And the forest has grown quiet.
Your ears on.
DM, do I still hear any of that noise?
You don't hear anything.
I hear nothing at all.
It's a problem.
You just hear a twig break as he... this is that.
That one was me. That was my bad.
Yes, my bad. There's nothing there. It's just funny because I'm saying that and the DM's got a fucking dancing skeleton in the background. Not anymore.
Don't worry about it.
It's just... I am being cautious. It's what we rabbits do.
Good move. Carefully.
Yeah. Maybe stealthily.
Always, as he trips over a bridge. Ah!
Okay.
Sumi rolls her eyes and then goes into stealth with the moat still going.
I can cast Dancing Lights if if you want to focus on your stealth.
No, I can multitask.
Okay. Stealth.
Zan's shoulders sloop. Okay.
Okay. So you continue on another 10, 20 minutes. You come upon another carving.
Damn, it's making me do so much writing.
This one, similar depiction of a tree, but there seems to be little carved sparkles almost, like the little diamond plus sign sort of shape going throughout the boughs of the tree.
Sparkles.
And it says, with a glowing presence, Twilight Branch guided friend and guests alike, their light a beacon for reflection and growth.
Twilight Brat.
It sounds like a name.
It does.
Active spirit, maybe.
Hmm.
Do you want to bring one of your floated light balls up to the tree and see if it interacts?
I can try, and she takes one and points it over there.
You throw it up to the bark of the tree, and
Mm-hmm.
its light casts shadows over the rough carved edges, but nothing seems to interact with it.
Twilight. It does sound like a name, though.
It's Suzanne putting on his thinking cap. So, all of the trees have had two words that are one. The Willow Seeker, Verdant Grove, and Twilight Branch. So, are these people?
Maybe.
Yeah, it's either sounding like a story or a prophecy or I don't know. I suppose we can keep going.
There's no other option but forward.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I heard more rolling. The DM must have rolled.
Don't worry about it.
I'm worrying about it.
Traveling further on, you're having to wind your way through the trees now. There's no direct path. With Mariko's help, you're able to keep heading west, but you are still having to take massive detours around some of the bigger sequoias to keep going in that direction. And eventually, you come upon another carving. Reaching this one, like the one you had seen previously, is slightly different. There's more greenery on it. Looks like some kind of lichen, type of moss. Underneath it, it says, a cultivator of the forest, lichen crests, herbal knowledge, and devotion to healing, carried forward Moss Whisper's teachings.
Wait, so is this a drawing of moss, or is there actually
No,
moss?
like there's actual moss kind of growing on the trunk of the tree, but it's in splotchy patches, and it seems to mostly be around the carving itself.
Carrying forward Moss Whisperer's teachings, that sounds like a name or title.
I feel like it's some sort of tale or like it's telling me the history of the land, perhaps?
DM, does this moss look like the moss we're possibly looking for?
You have no idea.
When we were told to find this moss, did they say anything about its look or any type of properties that might give it away?
Are we close to the falls?
You were told you were looking for moss that grows on the roots of the Weeping Sequoia.
Are these sequoias weeping?
Do you hear any crying?
Do I?
No.
Oh, okay, no, this can't be them. I will just take a handful of the moss. For the heck of it, just in case.
Okay.
With my anti-disguise goggles on, making my eyeballs all huge and big, do I see anything out of the ordinary?
Apart from Kasumi, no. Just the usual double-layered image of the small fox and Kasumi standing right on top.
Willowseeker, Verdant Grove, Twilight Branch, and Lakin Crest. Yeah, these are definitely people. Would
Are there people or locations?
I have a feeling with this many locations, we would have at least heard of one of them by now.
They sound like forest guardians.
Like
Was that
spirits or deities.
I think Mariko is possibly correct in this one. Mariko, can you talk to spirits?
Just turns to look at Kasumi.
Sana's just
Hi!
Sana's just like, no forest, no spirits. What kind of druid are you again?
I can talk to elementals.
Ah, Scheiße.
Mariko, what time is it? Are we getting late into the hour?
It's just started to crest into the evening time. You're getting into like 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Twilight hours?
It's about the time you guys would normally be eating what you call dinner.
What did you call it? Nom munch time?
It's just food. You get food when you're hungry.
Fair.
You just hear,
Time of day, stomach hurt.
you don't have to eat.
I was saying in reference to you people who require sustenance.
He was making fun of you.
I happen to have something that I would have to attune to.
Well, that's a shame.
It is. Quite a shame. I'll be able to attune to it once we level up at the end of the session.
You guys carry on? You keep saying that. It's getting further and further away.
Just take a look around. Nothing looks out of place at all.
Apart from the
No more
carvings.
sound still.
No. Apart from your own party's footfalls, it has been silent.
I say we attempt to go a little bit further, see if we come across another tree, and if not, then we should probably bed down for the night and ask our higher-ups if they might be able to assist with us. By higher-ups, I mean gods who are still alive.
It's not just squints guitar.
Okay. You all continue on again, moving further and further into the forest. The only light source that you have is coming from Kasumi's spell. Going further along, you do come upon another tree, with a carving on it. It's on the right side of the path that you have chosen. And you see that it says, with a glowing presence, Twilight Branch guided friend and guests alike, their light a beacon for reflection and growth.
Yeah, I've already heard this one.
We made a loop.
To me.
What?
Hail from another realm, yes?
Yes.
Reeks of Fae to me.
Does it?
It's written in their tongue.
Well,
Wait.
it is. Hmm.
Wait, wasn't this the
Because-
first? Sorry.
Kasumi is gonna touch the tree, like where the writing is, and cast Identify, just to see if something happens.
You cast Identify on the tree, and it's a tree.
Yeah, I figured as much.
So wait, when we went past
Granted,
this
it's a
tree-
very ancient, very old tree,
Mm-hmm.
but it is just a tree.
The first time we went past the tree that said this, it was on our left, though, I thought.
That was the first tree.
Was that not the... Oh, that's it. This is the first tree on this page. Well, wait, no. If we went in a circle, we would have run across the first tree. Again.
Or we got turned around.
No, if we have Moriko pointing us west.
Well, whatever is guiding us is making us do a loop, so these trees have some sort of riddle that we have to solve. But I don't know if it will be wise for us to continue to stay up, try to attempt to solve this riddle, so I'm thinking that we should probably take a couple watches and wait until morning. Or maybe see if something comes out at us at night.
Yes.
We heard rustling, right? Earlier, so
Mm.
there is something out here.
Or any sound at all, Dungeon Master?
All of you make a perception check.
That was actually quite low. 11.
21.
Zon, make yours with advantage because you're doing it through listening. You said 21, Pez?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
2.
22. Mariko?
26.
Oof.
Okay. Pez?
19.
Ooh, 19. Sorry, I got you, Pez. My bad. Zon?
I got a 22 as well.
Okay. So, you all pause, listening, looking, holding your breath even to try and mitigate any extra sounds. You all collectively hear the thumping, almost grinding noise. Zon is the only one that doesn't have dark vision, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have dark.
Okay.
It's not fair!
Um,
So blind.
hearing the thumping noise, it seems to come from a direction somewhere to the front and left. And you're able to confirm this by Zon's radar dishes zooming in that way before he's even able to look in that direction. And except for Zon, the rest of you far in the distance see a very large, dark shape moving and then comes to a stop.
What?
But even
Far
Lakin
away.
with your, I was going to say, even with your vision, it is far away. It's just on the outside of your range to pick out any detail. But there is a shape, a large shape. Actually, because of your range of vision, it looks like it's the size of a tree. One of the trees you've been walking by is shifting and then stops.
Everyone is seeing what we're looking at, correct?
No, what are we looking at?
What is
Yes.
this?
I see something.
It's the only... No.
I don't see anything. What?
Immense shape. Mimics that of a tree. It is moving.
Could it be?
Is that the Willow Seeker? Perhaps?
I would bet.
I've heard of walking cactus, but not walking trees.
Would Mariko have encountered something like this before in the Topado Mountains?
Nothing. The only thing quasi-close would maybe be some of the earth elementals that when stationary look like a rock, but nothing of the arboreal nature.
I mean, you speak Sylvan, correct?
Hold on. Sorry, our ancient cat is trying to dig into the pantry door.
There's bread in there.
He's like digging underneath like the ledge of it.
There's bread in there.
Yes, I do speak Sylvan.
Perhaps. By one of the names.
Speak the names in Sylvan. Okay. She's gonna like look in the general direction of where like that mass thing was. And she's just gonna say the word Willow Seeker in Sylvan. And she's just gonna wait.
Okay. You speak the name, and your voice brings silence behind it. You take a breath. You feel a breeze. All of you, for the first time in a while, feel a soft wafting of a breeze brush past you, followed by a bit of a chill, which quickly dissipates.
Where?
What about Twilight Branch?
Okay. She's gonna say Twilight Branch and Sylvan, and then just sit there and just wait again.
There's another long pause. You hear the distant rumbling from behind you this time.
Oh. Should I try the other two names?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she's gonna go with Verdant Grove. She's gonna say that in Sylvan.
This time there doesn't seem to be any reaction.
Okay. And then
I believe that is a place.
she's gonna say the Lakin's Crest.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Reacted to
I
the
wouldn't-
first two.
I wonder if we're the Willow Seeker and that's the Twilight Branch.
Well, that can't be us. I certainly do not bring life wherever I go.
Well, then shouldn't the Twilight Branch have a glowing beacon?
Sun reaches up, touches Kasumi's friend. Boop! Cast light.
No!
Wait, what? You cast light on her nose?
Yeah.
Immediately blind me.
All right,
Ah!
Are you keeping this on? She's like trying to like cover her nose.
Did it? But is that what you wanted? He just
Can you
kind of
try half?
fine. Just snaps it off.
She's just gonna silently sit and think for a second, and like she's just kind of throwing out any ideas now. She's like, Twilight Branch, we are here as friends. We're looking for healing.
What about
She's saying
Moss
this in
Whisper?
Sylvan.
What, Mariko?
What about Moss Whisper?
Moss Whisper? Oh, okay.
Zahn holds up the moss he picked up before.
Which, by the way, she did say that previous statement that they're friends in Sylvan. And now she's gonna say Moss Whisperer's name as well in Sylvan.
You all eagerly come up with your ideas and have Kasumi translate them. But each time there's no further reaction from the forest.
Perhaps
should rest.
Kasumi's just gonna try one last thing. She's like, well, maybe it was an order thing, so I'm just gonna try one last thing before we think to go to sleep. And then she's going to say, Willow Seeker, Twilight Branch, Lakin's Crest, and Moss Whisperer in that order, in Sylvan.
You speak the words. You wait. No sound.
And I'm hungry.
Well,
Don's gonna look around and find a branch and plop his butt down on it. Make camp?
I mean, I do have the campsite.
Is there enough room to use it?
Is there?
There's not a whole lot of flat ground, but it could probably work.
She's gonna try her best to find the best spot for it that has like the biggest clearing that will work for the campsite.
Okay. You have to continue on just a little bit further to find a decent enough spot. The roots and the different uneven terrain just makes it not an ideal space. But as you wander a bit further, still going west, I'm assuming? Okay.
Hope so.
Still heading west, you find a decently sized little grove, for lack of a better word. You decide that this is a pretty decent place to make camp. You do come across another carving in a tree. This one looks like there's other carvings around the branches and the trunk. It's a little difficult to fully discern what it's depicting, but the text beneath says, "Stubborn and resilient, sap drift trapped intruders with unmatched efficiency, protecting the forest from harm."
Well, I mean,
Should
we
be
ain't
no
here to
problem.
harm the forest.
Would you say, Lakin?
There'll be no fires.
Aw, but I like fires.
Nope. You're gonna have to eat cold meat.
What is on?
Sun pulls out jerky jokes on you. I already have food for this.
So, Kasumi, do you pull out the campsite?
No. Because I know it has an auto campfire that we can't put out. So, yeah, she's not gonna put it out. I guess we're sleeping under the stars, you guys.
Yeah, I mean, in our bag of holding, we have our bedrolls and stuff.
Okay. What's the
Stand
plan?
watch.
Which watch are you taking?
Of them.
All of them. Okay. Does anyone...
Do not require rest.
Okay, so Mariko wants to help with the second watch. Pez on
First or
third.
I can do first then, with him.
Kasumi?
I'm not very perceptive, so I'm gonna go to sleep.
Okay. All right. As you all begin to bed down for the evening, with Zahn and Lakin taking the first watch, that's where we're going to take a break. So we'll be back here in just a little bit. Don't go too terribly far because we got some more interesting things to go through. We'll be right back. And we are back. So, the Tempests are taking a long rest. Lakin is staying up through the night as he does not have the need for sleep. Zahn, you were helping take watch with Lakin, the first watch?
Yeah.
So, pair of you make perception checks.
That would be a 21.
Is a 17.
17. Okay. So, Zahn, you are struggling to differentiate the sounds of your companions sleeping, rolling over in their sleep, and what other noises might be being caused by whatever is out there. You don't see much of anything as the night goes on, either of you. Especially Zahn, he can't see shit. Is there anything the pair of you would like to do during the first watch?
I would like to cast...
I'm not familiar with that spell. How many H's is that, so I can look it up?
I would like to cast Sending.
Oh, okay. Who are you sending to?
Gadal.
Oh. Okay.
Oh. I know what he looks like. I have had intimate threats from him.
Intimate threats. That's a good way to put it. Okay. Ooh, I just realized. I mean, carry on. I'm just changing something real quick. There we go. I changed the window to nighttime. What would you like to say?
Hello, Kadal. It's Zahn. After careful thought and pondering, I feel that Valkyrie might not be dead. Also, how are you? Loves on.
Fuck you.
No. Oh, shit.
I'm sorry.
I am sorry. A moment goes by. Lakin, you hear Zahn speaking to himself.
I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy.
Zahn's ears are still swiveling around in his head, listening for sounds. And you can almost pinpoint the moment when he receives word, because his ears are still moving, but since they don't hear any physical sound, his head tilts slightly, but his ears are still rotating. And you hear the reply back, Zahn. I can assure you, Valkyrie is no more. That's all he says in reply.
Say again?
That's all he says.
Lakin,
Matter.
how do I convince a god he might not be right?
You are trying to tell water to not be wet.
Okay, I'm not agreeing with you because I just talked to him and he's probably looking at me now.
Just Monty Python's the canopy, looking down at you.
Hate it when people grovel. Did you hear?
Tell you what?
Deep in thought, then you are speaking to someone that was not me.
Yes, I was talking to Kadal.
And?
I told him that Valkyrie might not be dead, and he said he assured me that she was.
Kadal?
Is it what?
You believe? Oh.
Such gets like this really awkward smirk. Not really.
Wow.
It's not
Why
for
does it matter?
Zahn just frowns. He hates when he's been proven wrong so quickly and easily. It never mattered. Yeah, I was just second opinioning it.
Such a steadfast warrior. Have many concerns beyond your control.
Wait, what? I didn't understand that.
Said, such a steadfast warrior. Care about many things you cannot control.
I care about my family. Always will.
You do anything to help them? Yeah.
I would do damn near anything. Added
It's
an
not
extra.
what I asked.
What? Would I do anything?
Can you do anything right now?
Zahn stops for a moment. Ascending again.
Okay.
I know I'm probably not gonna get a response, but he's going to send a message to Valkyrie.
Okay.
Mother. Valkyrie. I can still cast spells that requires my face in you to do. Are you sure you're dead? I love you.
You finish casting the spell. There's no reply. It doesn't feel like the spell latched onto anything.
Nope, there's nothing I can do. I am still boned.
By using the sending magic. That's correct.
Yes.
My understanding is that the planal interference block your communication.
It's an extremely small chance, but no, I can talk to creatures on other planes of existence. Wait. I'm gonna cast Sending one last time. Can I picture what I saw when I went to my home swirly thing?
You can certainly try.
I'm sure shit gonna try. Who are you? What have you done with my mother? And what am I to you? I don't love you. Answer me, you coward.
Answer me, you.
Damn.
You try to envision the creature that you've been blocking from your memory, the horrific amalgamation of limbs and tentacles and teeth and claws, in the brief moment that you had glimpsed it in your own plane of existence. You complete the spell, and once again, it doesn't feel like it latches onto anything. Though the spell does complete.
Answer?
9. No response. That doesn't surprise me, to be completely honest. It's a long shot if that would have even worked. I only have one extreme option left I can take. But I don't think I'm gonna do it. The DM's already like, I know what you're gonna do, don't do it. Maybe another night I will do that. Or maybe not. I do not know yet. Should probably save one of those sending spells for my father. It's just tomorrow problem, so. Alright. I'm going to sleep.
Well,
Zana's just gonna just lay down.
Okay.
Hands on his chest.
So, Mariko, you wake up for your turn on the watch with Lakin. Is there anything you would like to do during your watch? On top of perception checks, of course.
Do I see, like, any, like, seeds or leaves or just anything?
There's plenty of forest detritus laying around. Twigs, discarded leaves, little pebbles.
I'll just absentmindedly use, like, druidcraft on them. Just in case the trees are watching. This way for, like, we're not bad, we're not killing forest, we want to help forest.
Okay. Would you guys roll for perception?
25.
15.
15?
15.
Got it. Okay. So, Mariko, you go, you pick stuff up, kind of move it around, cast druidcraft, make little flowers grow. Nothing seems to really react to you doing so. Partway through your watch, you feel like you sensed more than saw something in your peripheral vision. A large shape in the distance, but by the time you turn to look, whatever you thought was there, there's nothing. Whether it's your mind playing tricks on you or if something was actually there, it's difficult to know.
Have you encountered anything odd so far in the night, Lakin? Other than Zon?
I not witnessed anything beyond our borders. About you?
I could have sworn I saw something in the corner of my eye, but when I looked, it was gone. And this whole time, she's still messing with the druid craft and, like, still trying to, like, make little flowers bloom.
Mm-hmm. I mean, with it being a cantrip, you know, halfway through your watch, you've got, like, a small little meadow growing around you.
Oh, yeah.
All those flowers that are gonna suffocate from lack of sunlight.
For now, they'll be fine.
Yeah, they'll survive a night.
Of course we are being watched.
What do you think it is?
I had to guess. I'd say with the Sylvan writing, reliefs and their depictions, names and places. We are dealing with spirit of the Fae, possibly.
I don't really have much experience with Fae. I'm more experienced when it comes to really big elementals.
Oh, that is also an option.
I suppose, but usually elementals, like, if you encroach on their territory and you piss them off, they're more attack first, ask questions later. They're not really one for questions.
Just curious. Creature knows where we are. If it wished ill upon us, it would have already done so. Especially now. Half of us rest.
True. This place is very odd. I don't know what to make of it.
For the closest expert, all things nature, would you say?
It's too still. It's very unsettling. This doesn't feel natural.
What is natural?
Don't make my brain hurt.
Are we to say that this part of the world, this is not the natural order of things?
I can't really have much basis considering how this country was leading up to this point was very dead or dying.
Oh. Perhaps we can fix that.
Really
You're right about the laws of nature.
Bless.
I'm worried about Zon.
How so?
His focus distracted. He to reach out to Valkyrie, magic of his own. This, oh, I do not know.
I personally
Is
don't know much of his situation myself.
You never asked.
But from what I've gathered, Valkyrie is his mother figure, and he loved her dearly. And suddenly he's being told that she is dead. Speaking as someone that has lost her own parents, that's a very hard wound to accept.
Oh. Perhaps I try talking to him about it.
That is
There's
a good
pain
idea.
in his heart.
Yeah. He hides it very well, though. I'm still trying to learn his cues.
Can't prove that.
Distracts himself with battle.
And food. And beer.
It was a peaceful night. Appreciate knowing that.
Yeah.
Lakin would sit there in silence next to you. Wouldn't say else unless you broached conversation.
Mariko's just gonna let the conversation die there and just keep making flowers.
Okay. Your watch eventually comes to an end. You can go back to laying down and resting, waking up Pez for his turn. So, Pez, you are gently woken up by Mariko, who is greeted with just a flash of kobold eyes.
So,
Your turn.
The doctor
Oi.
will see you now.
oh,
Your turn for Dr. Lakin.
Oh no.
Okay. Perception checks again, please.
ooh, that's a number. 19.
Okay.
Ooh. Full 2023.
23. Nice.
Oh,
Okay. So, with both of you having decent dark vision, and Pez having been fairly rested at this point, is there anything the two of you would like to do during your watch?
I took a long rest, right?
Yes. Since you went to sleep first and you're on the last watch, you would have had your rest.
Radical.
So how are you?
Fine. Thank you for asking. How
Oops. Sorry, stream. Give me.
Point.
Hold on there, stream. Discord is being a problem. Ooh. Well, tell you what, stream. I'm gonna do a quick be right back, and hopefully we'll be back here in just a moment. So don't go too terribly far, as we hope that Discord figures itself out.
Serious,
Okay.
Nem.
Sorry about that. Discord took a shit. We're back. Please continue.
So, where were we again?
The last that I heard
Yep.
was, so how you doing? Lakin tried to say something, and then Discord.
I'm well. Thank you for asking. How about you?
You know, can't complain. Lost in a magical forest, probably being chased by a magical tree monster who is most likely friendly, but who could also kill us in one fell swoop. Trying not to panic because I don't see any sand anywhere, and yep.
I've never met another kobold like you.
What are the other kobolds like?
Like your courage.
Well, I mean, when you've been forced to deal with critters that have teeth that are as big as you learn to grow a pair, for lack of a better term.
Curious. How did you to be here in
Well-
the Tempests?
Well, it all started when I lost my job. So back out west, I used to, again, be a part of a farm. And then farm got raided and destroyed and obliterated along with my entire family, so that was great. Along with the town. So I decided to go around, find some place to work at, try to make a living. Then I started working at a factory that produced firearms.
And I'll pull out my shotgun to show him.
And this is one of the weapons that I manufactured. And time went on and got on a train where a couple of these folks were, and yeah.
Sounds like a good story.
I skipped over a couple things, but I mean, yeah, for the most part. What about you? What's your whole poet?
Well, you know the most of it. I was a stout warrior in my own right. I fought greater bloodshed to raids. We attacked the helpless. Found cause. Go against. Human, woman, a child. Why I am here before you. Do not know their names. Do not know if they live. I knew. I broke into their abode. They were not warriors. They were not the buttons. Lead leader was the chieftain's own, not to take their lives in witless slaughter. In so doing, I took his life.
Now, was that just like a chieftain of a smaller clan or like of the orcs?
Of the clans.
Oh.
Instead of hinting me the release of death when they caught me, they tossed me out to sea. To death. Till Seto saved me.
Interesting.
Rather. More than worries. Large creature is watching over us now.
Mm-hmm.
What do you make of it?
Well, I mean, me being all small and insignificant and just a little speck on this here, I assume, flat planet, I'm not too sure about it, but, I mean, it hasn't killed us yet, so I think we might be able to trust it, plus we are kind of in its territory. So, I say we do what Kasumi was saying and hear it out and don't attack first, because if we attack first, then I'm pretty sure we will be its food.
Agree. I think this is the wisest course of action. See Lakin, kind of like a little twig that he picked up off the ground, and he's just kind of putting it between his fingers. Say much after that.
I'm just going to polish my gun, if you know what I mean. Like grab a rag and polish it.
Just
what do you
make
thinking?
sure it doesn't go off accidentally.
Yeah. Happens from time to time. Prematurely sometimes.
So, as you lapse into silence, almost awkwardly so, Lakin, you were the first to notice that a light fog begins to creep in along the forest floor and begins to fill your little area where you have chosen to set up camp. few things happen in very quick succession. The first, as you were looking around, is you no longer see Kasumi or Moriko. The second, you look for Zahn, where he had laid down.
Grab Pez.
A large figure, what looks like maybe a leg or an arm, is walking around the other side of one of the trees in the clearing, with a bit of white disappearing from view. As you go to grab Pez, a wall of thorny vines erupts from the ground surrounding the pair of you. Pez and Lakin, you were the first to hear cracking of wood, heavy footfalls, and you hear a growling, rumbling voice that seems to be moving in a bit of a circle, and it takes you a moment to see it, but it does eventually come into view. You hear animosity, resentment, vengeance, and mistrust. And you see, walking on all fours, sort of gorilla-like in stature, where shorter legs, big arms kind of moving, thorny body made of wood and bits of leaves with sharp teeth, glowing blue eyes. What brings such undesirable feelings to our wood? Kasumi and Moriko. The two of you wake up in an unfamiliar area from where you had gone to sleep. The pair of you waking up almost simultaneously. There's swirling mists surrounding you, a small open area with dead, dying, decrepit trees, and you just see shadows moving around. But you're also beginning to see faces come out of the shadows and come back in. Shouts, cries, voices echoing all around you, until one figure moves through the mist, one that you've never seen before. It seems to be tall, lanky arms made of a dark, ebony kind of wood, bright white, glowing slits that would pass for eyes, bits of greenery around the chest area. A voice speaks out to you from this figure, this entity. And though you see this dark ebony wood, there seems to be wisps of smoke coming through the cracks in its flesh. Lies and guilt, anger and regret, deception and confusion, roiling emotions that stain this forest. Zahn.
No.
You sit upright, stretching, cracking bones and knuckles. None of your friends are around you. You're in an open area that seems to be surrounded by moss-covered stones, big stones. You could probably jump over them if you try, but it'd be tricky, even for you. And as you're surveying your surroundings, you see something else that catches your eyes, something moving that shouldn't be moving. It looks like a tree, but this tree is somewhat humanoid in stature, though it is gigantic. And it is sitting with its legs partially crossed and its hands resting on its giant knees. And it stares at you for a time. And eventually it speaks up, deep and resonating. Violence to others. Indifference to suffering that is not your own. Selfish indulgence of desires. Why should we allow one such as you to desecrate our sacred ground? As all of these entities are speaking to you all at once, that's where we're going to end for tonight.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I will post these messages to you so you can all see them and think about these for when we go live in 2 weeks.
Oh.
So, thank you all so much for joining us. We hope you all have a great couple of weeks until we come back to this. Is any other questions, comments, concerns from you guys?
I want more Dunda.
More Dunda.
Why are we stopping, you fucking whore?
Join us in the Discord.
Because
Yeah, so
cliffhangers are fun.
No, they're not. Nobody's ever thought that. Ever.
I love this reaction.
Well, you're fucking stupid.
Okay.
Of course the girls got paired together.
Yeah.
You both feel the same way. He's telling me what my personality is.
Yes.
Watch let you be you in here. Fuck.
Okay. Things to consider and things to ponder. So, again, thank you all so much for listening, watching, however you are enjoying this. Stay safe. Have a great week, great weekends. And we'll see you the next time that we go live 2 Fridays from now. So, good night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Fools and Flagons podcast. If you enjoyed this past adventure of the Tales of Archeron, you can catch us live on Fridays at twitch.tv/Fools and Flagons.